2K25, all of you have shown up and made this community the absolute best in all of gaming.
And in this episode, we're recognizing all of you that put in the work and rose above the rest in NBA 2K25.
We'll be giving away 10 2K TV awards this week, including the top play of the year, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And winners will receive not only bragging rights, but some pretty sweet rewards. NBA 2K20.
Mantenerse no es solo llegar, tanto dinero que piensan que es ilegal. A la hora cero, en la raya, seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo super saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sandal Saya. En las olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. No tengo que decir de dónde soy. Todo esto lo saben ya, no sé si hay guerra o es solo un rumor. Vamos pa' la calle a ver si es verdad. Tengo fe, sé que pronto mi Dios vendrá. Mientras tanto la tierra la haré temblar. Y firme con él yo por dentro estoy. Por eso ninguno me detendrá. Ahora tengo el récord limpio y par de campeonatos. Pero antes trabajaba hasta limpieza y ornato. Quieren copiar el flow pero les cambio el formato. Correa desde arriba, ve como yo lo mato. El respeto de los veteranos desde novatos. Procura que en mi zona tú no seas no grato. Porque hasta de día están sonando los... Me respetan y los capos. A la hora cero, en la raya. Seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo super saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sandal Saya. En las olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. Young Kings, baby. Santurce. PR.
Darling, you imagine, I was wondering, who can see you
Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Ali LaForce courtside. So the Lakers will get the first possession here. James outside. Back to Doncic. To the paint. Hachimura. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
To the inside. Here's Richards. It's Hayes with the rebound. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. RJ, it's hard not to wonder what would have happened if the Lakers never traded for Russell Westbrook back in 2021.
Well, they would have had a traditional style of a team. They would have kept Kuzma, KCP, and their 2021 first-round pick. They also would have been able to sign Alex Caruso. They could have kept their championship core together.
Pass to Reeves. Doncic left side. Back to Reeves. Here's Doncic. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. Now here's Richards. Dunn outside. Jones with the ball. Outside Durant. Back to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. It's Booker on the wing. The Suns need to get off a shot. Richards' shot is off.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Hayes with a screen. And he lobs it up top. Hammers the lob through.
You know, the instincts of Luka Doncic are second to none. Such a natural playmaker.
Here's Durant. A nice shot by Richards.
I'll tell you, when he rises up to shoot, and with his height advantage, he knows he's going to get a clean look.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
Hachimura from long range. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Few guys distribute better than Doncic. He's got good instincts for when and where to send the ball.
Outside Jones. On the wing, Durant. Pass to Richards. Over Hayes. Richards' shot is off. The Lakers lead by 5. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Down low. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
That's just too easy for D-Book. You can't give him an opening like that.
James outside. Hachimura from long range. The shot's good on the assist by James. Hachimura's got 6 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And it's... James with the jam.
Look, getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
Now here's Allen. And there's the drive. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by LeBron.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Reeves. The three. Cole grabs the board.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Allen on the wing. That three's off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Chalk up two there.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going. No, he's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
James outside. They set the pick. Gets it off. And so it's Los Angeles up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Rich.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with the ball-dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team. And now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it.
Here's Doncic. And Booker pulls it down. Suns trail by 5. Beal outside. Pass to Booker. Allen outside. Inside. Here's Bol. And finished off by Bol.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And here's Booker. 5 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
Timeout.
And that's how you finish at the rim. Beal leaving no room for error.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Down low. Here's Hachimura. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hachimura's got 8.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to Richards. Beal outside. Now here's O'Neal. Back to Beal. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Beal's got 7 now in this quarter. Doncic up strong. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
To the inside. O'Neal doesn't go for him. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Pass to Hayes. Out to Hachimura. And here's Reeves. Back to Hachimura. Goes up at the elbow. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Richard, it's nice to have the versatility of a guy like Hachimura. Equally comfortable at either forward position.
Well, he's got the size and strength of a modern-day NBA power forward, but he also has the ability to stretch the floor and knock down a 3. That's a nice combo.
James outside. Over Jones. The shot by James, no good.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
And there's the screen. Pass to Richards. Inside. Here's Booker. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Los Angeles leading by 7. Doncic into the lane. To the paint. Now to Hachimura. Back to Hayes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hayes has got 6 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Suns trail by 9. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Booker. Len pulls it in.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Here's Goodwin. There's the screen by Len. Got it off in time. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Shot clock at 3. Second chance shot. Bowl, no good. The Lakers lead by 11. Outside, Finney-Smith. And he makes it on the layup. Finney-Smith's gotten his second bucket of the game.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
Outside for Booker. Pass to Beal. Outside Durant. There's the 3. KD splashes the triple.
The confidence that Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
The shot by James, no good. Suns trail by 10. It's Beal on the wing. Down low. Here's Bowl. And finished off by Bowl.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing out.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now Beal. He has 7. Outside Bowl. Over Hachimura. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Lakers have possession. And it's Doncic on the drive. And Doncic with the jam.
How about the dunk off the drive? Doncic, terrific at navigating his way inside.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
LeBron, a smooth operator inside.
Good work on the block. I like when LeBron gets aggressive this close to the rim.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Pass to Richards. Back to Beal. Richards with a screen. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
17-foot shot on the way. Richards pulls it in. Suns trail by 13. For three, Booker. And there's the foul. It's on Jackson Hayes. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. 6 on the shot clock. Booker surveying the D. For three, Durant. Knocks down the long J. Durant's got 10.
Nice form and confidence from Durant. Not his first shot with minimal time left. Certainly not his last.
Man, that one's good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Richards.
Lakers ball. Substitution.
Los Angeles leading by 12. Here's James. And James throws it down.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Oh, Booker with the triple.
Calls the play and Booker executes to perfection.
Screen by James. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Back to Booker. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points.
The Suns, 33.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Doncic. Right side, Finney-Smith. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Inside. Here's Allen. No good with a layup. The Lakers lead by 14. Baseline try. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Yeah, from a tough spot on the floor, Luka's shooting ability on display right there.
To the middle. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. They push it up 4 on 3. A nice shot by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Los Angeles?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's Finney-Smith. Three-pointer off the mark. Suns trail by 16. It's stolen by Doncic. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And there's the foul. It'll go on.
her looking like a lick. Then I sped off in the Benz. Victoria's Secret, she a 2 feet kicking. We on just do it. Get the f out my way. 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 Get the whip like Bentley truck. Keep starting. Make a dap and duck. Make a dap and duck. Make a hokey pole. Line these up and make them do the dosey-do. I got the two-tone. I feel like Thanos in this. I'm too. I be like, then I'm gone. I be like, then I'm gone. Then the drone. Leave me alone. I be on these minds in they head just like a comb. I'm too grown. I'm too on. I'm too rich and I'm too. What the f is you on? Get the f out my home. Get the f out my way. Get the f out my way. Get the f out my way. Get the f out my way.
Move, gram, I go ham, swap me up a man talking on Instagram, see me and start to settle in. Let my fashion Timberlands. Let my easy breezy city rainy yellow polka top. Wanna pay me, you can pay me. Give me the heebie-jeebies, give me the. You know what to do when you see me. Seriously.
Get the f out my way. Get the f out my way. Get the f out my way. Get the f out my way.
I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay. Like Kalani's, ride you like Kalani's. Okay, here where the party is, right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. Let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back. You don't need no one help you inspire, But I'ma add to you, I'ma give you some best, I'ma add to you. We're on the avenue and I ain't never seen no one bad as you. Maybe I'm serious too, they can't disrespect you, I gladly. I don't play about mine, I don't care. I'm addicted to you and it's clear. I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay. Like Kalani's, ride you like Kalani's. Okay, here where the party is, right here where the party is. You better start a whole.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Here we go. We've got the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. So the Lakers win the tip. On the wing, Bryant. Pass to Malone. Outside Peyton. Bryant, left side. 6 to shoot. Now Fox. The three is up. And the three-point. There goes.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's Parker. To the left side wing. Bowen. The three-pointer off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Fox outside. To the paint. There's the steal. The three. And the basket by Bowen.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on him.
Screen by O'Neal. Pass to Fox. Oh, ripped away. Here's Ginobili. Pulls it from the corner. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Both good from the line that time. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Now here's Parker. Out to the right wing. Here's Duncan. Clock at 6. Goes to the fadeaway.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Fox, that's good.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Here's Duncan. And San Antonio again with a bucket.
Such a gifted passer. You have to love the unselfish nature of Manu Ginobili. His commitment to doing anything to help the team win, evident there.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Pass to Duncan. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Shot from the wing. O'Neal pulls it in. The Lakers lead by 3. To the inside. Count it.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Tony Parker.
That shot's good by Parker.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Los Angeles leading by 3. Bryant outside. Pass to Malone. Inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Parker. Here's Barry. Off the mark there with a 3. Here's Malone. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Duncan. Out to the right wing. Pass to Ori. Here's Barry. Covered by Bryant. And there's a pick. Here's Parker. Here's Muhammad. Oh, there's the alley.
And that's the unselfish play of Tim Duncan. Without much effort, he finds his open teammate for a good look and the bucket.
Payton with it. Parker picks him up. And here's Bryant outside. Counted from distance.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Parker outside. Pass to Barry. Back to Parker.
Los Angeles foul call. Kobe Bryant. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for Los Angeles.
Here's Duncan. And he stuffs that one home.
And that's a slam dunk from the big fundamental. You don't want to get in the way when he's throwing it down.
Here's Fisher. Kicks it out to Bryant. Down low. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good, Bryant. So it's both teams making substitutions here. So he gets them both.
Well, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Ori. Pure from three-point range.
Impressive offensive versatility for a big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Lakers ahead, up by 5. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Here's Udrih. To the middle. Here's Ginobili. Three-pointer. No good there. The Lakers lead by 5. Left side, Russell. Robinson with the block. Here's Ori. Offensive rebound to the wing, right side. Stolen by Bryant. Grant the screen. He got a piece of it. Here's Barry. Yet to see a basket. Inside.
He got his timing down. And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Outside Robinson. Here's Ginobili. 5 on the clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game now. First free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Here's Payton. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Stolen by Parker. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Timeout called, the Lakers. Lakers in the lead. To the inside. Oh, nice shot by Bryant. Bryant's got 4 points in the quarter.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Unloads from 13. Ginobili, no good.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
They set the screen to the paint. Here's Ori. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Ori. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup.
On defense, the Spurs.
Number 34.
Here's Bryant. He takes it in. Blocked!
That's an awesome defensive display by Duncan there, coming up with the block and aggressively sending that one back.
Parker outside. Pass to Duncan. 1:49 left in the half. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. Spurs need to get one up here. Bowen gets it to go from 18 feet away. Bowen's got 5 points.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Down low. O'Neal. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Parker. O'Neal pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 3. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Three-pointer. Fox drops in the 3. 9 points in the game. And the Spurs with possession here. Right wing. Here's Duncan. Lots of room. And that's good for 2.
And when your 7-footer, like Tim Duncan is knocking down jumpers off of passes like that there, it is devastating to the defense.
Pass to Bryant. Now here's O'Neal. Low block shot. He can't get that one to fall. 23 seconds left to play in the first half. Parker with it. Payton covering. Here's Duncan. Pass to Barry. Takes a 3. And no good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Lakers ahead. They're up by 4. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Spurs trail by 4. And there's the screen. 14 feet away. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They push it up 4 on 3. Pass to Bryant. It's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Lays it up and banks it in. Parker's got 6.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
On offense, here is San Antonio. Trailing by 2. To the right side. Here's Ginobili. Back to Parker. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Muhammad. Here's Ginobili for the lead. With the clock winding down. And that one is hammered home.
Well, if you don't box out the big fundamental, you're going to have a fundamental problem.
Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Bryant in the high post. Pass to O'Neal. The rebound by Duncan. Here's Ginobili. Parker outside. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. The screen by O'Neal.
First foul. Tony Parker. Second personal foul. First team foul.
San Antonio on D. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Bryant. Jumps up. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Here's Duncan. He's got 12. 4 on the clock. Here's Ginobili. Hits it from the high post. And the Spurs lead by 2.
So much confidence there from Manu. He doesn't think twice before launching that one.
Bryant outside. Boy, he overdid it there. Too much force on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant one.
You know, it's just hard to watch a player put the well-being of an opponent at risk. He rightfully earned that flagrant.
Yeah, the officials are all over that one, sending a clear message that that kind of roughness is unacceptable. Both teams will make substitutions. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
First personal foul.
They throw good. Bryant.
At the line for 2.
Good on both. San Antonio trailing here.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Over to the wing. Here's Barry. And a miss there on the triple. And here are the Lakers. Here's Malone. It's hauled in by Robinson. Pass to Massenberg. Outside Robinson. Here's Barry. This one for 3. Udrich, no good. Bryant outside. Takes it inside. It's blocked. And that'll be Los Angeles ball as it goes out of bounds. Lakers able to keep the possession. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Inside. O'Neal inside. Pass to Graham. Back to O'Neal. 4 on the clock. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow. Amazing. Man. And that one is stuffed right through.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Lakers making a switch here. There's a minute 12 left in the third quarter. Here's Udrich. Still no points. Pass to Barry. Here's Udrich. Here's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
George, no good. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Robinson. And it's blocked. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Oh, Grant throws it down.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And the ball out of play. Lakers will have it.
In the lineup for the Spurs, Bruce Bowen, Manu Ginobili.
12 seconds left in the third. Here's Fisher.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
In the lineup for the Spurs, number 14, Beno Udrich.
5 ticks left in the third. Here's Ginobili. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Lakers lead by 6. Fox outside. Left side O'Neal.
Spurs foul. Tony Messenger. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Stolen by Parker. Here's Massenberg. Ori's shot is off. To the middle. That shot is good by O'Neal. And the Lakers lead by 8.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Pass to Barry. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3. Barry's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Stolen by Parker. From outside the arc. No luck on that one. Man, they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep beating him.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot is good by O'Neal.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Takes the 3, and the basket by Bowen.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
To the paint. Pass to Malone. Yes, sir, and it's Bryant picking up the assist.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Here's Duncan. Left block shot on the way. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Tim Duncan knows a thing or two in how to draw fouls right there, doing some damage. The big fundamentals still getting it done.
And so he makes both from the line. The Lakers lead by 6. Here's O'Neal. Basket counts. O'Neal's got 12 points here in the second half.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Lakers foul. Kobe Bryant. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Duncan just too good around the rim. That's a cakewalk.
Here's Malone. There's the block. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Right side O'Neal. Pass to Bryant. Back to O'Neal. Fox up top. No one near him. Rebound San Antonio.
If he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Count it. Good. Now just a 4-point Laker lead.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And here's O'Neal. Bryant, right side. Outside Payton. O'Neal inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great activity in the air. Pass to Parker. Over Payton. Parker, no good.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Bryant outside. Payton with it. To the inside. O'Neal. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And that one's good. Bryant.
Game over, hoe ass nigga.
Strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Fucking hoe.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving. Good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
Well, him dominating the offensive
fucking
is
hoe.
what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
.46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Driving inside. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's O'Neal. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Here's Parker. Offline from the high post. A score here would build the lead to double digits.
Yeah, they seem very much in control.
And the shot goes. Here's Duncan. And here's Bryant outside. Misses. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. A competitive game.
I'm back going hard again. I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing. I go hard as I can go to win. I'm back going hard again. I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing. I go hard as I can go to win. You talking again, you breaking the code again. I'm on the road again, we snacking this with them again. This new tricks, you can fold it in. I know they be hating, I still pose. They we on they block like we pose this. Been with me on my road to rich. We didn't oversold the load again. Too many plays, been up for too many days. Boy, you got ways. I get the I'ma pay, they go where you stay. I had to run up them bands when I got out. Can't go back, I got too many K's. And he acting bad on the ground, but we know it's gonna happen. It happen in every occasion. Somebody, I be telling my youngest to chill. Check the stats, I do numbers for real. And this ain't no cap, I get money for real. That little boy ain't ran up no commas for real. Don't play with baby, I go million for million. I made it out, but yet I'm still in the field. 500 racks in my years. 10 carat diamonds spit in my earlobe. Superhero baby saving the ghetto. If I'm not the man, I'm the man in the middle. How about a coat, my hand on my... He just a fan and he mad, I don't feel him. I know they know that I ran with him. You know I still run with him, guys.
This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And it's the Pacers to start out. Now Halliburton. To the inside. Neesmith. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. And the highlight of this game could be the matchup at the 5 spot, Clark.
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got 2 bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
Here's Halliburton. After the basket by Oklahoma City. Inside. Tipped away. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Williams from long range. The Pacers pull it in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can work the defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. It's Hartenstein, high post. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Now here's Halliburton. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside. But fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the triple. The rebound by Turner. Indiana on offense. Pass to Neesmith. To the wing, right side. Halliburton surveys the floor. And that one drops.
Halliburton in his bag for sure right now, showing you everything he's got, including the soft touch.
Williams' shot is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
We want to give you shirts, man, that you need to utilize. Can you do it? Let's hear it.
Indiana on offense. Down low. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Turner. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake.
Turner is very comfortable letting it go from there. A dependable scorer from the mid-range.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's long.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Halliburton misses. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 4-point game. Out to the right wing. To the middle. Here's Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. Second chance shot. Oh, Siakam with the block.
And the coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end.
Checking in for the Pacers, number 00, Benedict Mathurin.
Thunder trail by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and Turner with a block.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
Now here's Caruso. Williams. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
Here's Toppin. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Well, the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase a championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the paint. And the layup falls.
Yeah, sometimes I think the 6'9" length of Siakam surprises opponents. He's able to go through or over contact.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep, Mitchell. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
Substitution on the court.
15 seconds left in the first quarter here. Wallace outside. Left side, Williams. Clock at 4. From the elbow, Wallace's shot is good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Pacers. They're up by 4. And we'll be back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Oklahoma City shooting their second and third free throws tonight. The free throw drops for Caruso. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Halliburton was hungry for that hoop, taking the ball right to the rack and drawing the foul.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who set his all-star point guard. His knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. McConnell from outside. Gets the 3 to fall. McConnell's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Caruso outside. Indiana leading by 7. Halliburton on the drive. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Halliburton makes the right play most of the time. He's just a steady hand out there. Great poise and vision.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And the Thunder in possession here. The Pacers making their last shot. Caruso outside. Launches a 3. Gathering with some nice D. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Williams goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Williams has got his first bucket in this one. Halliburton on the wing. Off target with the three. Thunder trail by 9. Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's Supreme Court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill. Feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
First personal foul.
And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness, he is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guards.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Pacers leading by 5. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. To the middle. Nice move. Siakam with the bucket. Getting it done inside. Siakam's got his second basket.
Inside, Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
Here's Hartenstein. Off with the layup. And stolen by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Here's Dort. Indiana with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11. Halliburton with the ball. Now guarded by Holmgren. Outside Nesmith. Pass to Turner. Nembhard outside. Launches it. Nails it from 3. And it's a 10-point Indiana lead.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Now here's Halliburton. 9 points in the game. Pass to Turner. Here's Nesmith. Lays it up and banks it in. Nesmith's got 6 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Williams' shot is good.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back to the game after this break. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense. His elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Nembhard outside. Here's Nesmith. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Give him 8.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Williams. Oh, nice D from Nesmith.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And the basket by Halliburton.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. Down low. Here's Dort from the left block. And it's in, off the glass.
And these are the shots this team wants Dort taking. He understands his role in this offense.
Halliburton outside. Inside. Here's Turner. Kicks it out to Siakam. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's got 5. Halliburton with some nice D. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. They've got a 9-point lead. Up top, Turner. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you. Good stuff there. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Oh, sweet move. No problem from Hartenstein as he finishes at the rim.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
On the wing, Matherin. There's the 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. And the Pacers lead by 10.
He's got that guard quickness. Matherin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA explodes to the rim.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And, of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Pass to Toppin. Takes the 3. Drains the triple. Toppin's got 5 now.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Back to Williams. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter. McConnell with it. Here's Matherin. Off target at the rim. Thunder trail by 8. Pass to Wallace. Right 24 seconds left in the third. Outside Mitchell. And there's the drive. And Bryant pulls it down. Down low. Misses from close range. And so it's the Indiana Pacers up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Great shot selection.
39.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And here's Halliburton. Back to Turner. From the high post. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton.
Man, love how Turner reads the defense, sensing and seeing separation as the pass is coming his way. Man, calmly pulling up for the shot. Nice.
Fires it. Caruso misses. Indiana leading by 10. Now here's Halliburton. It's deflected. And they'll keep possession from behind the arc. Oh, yes, sir. Halliburton from deep.
Tyrese Halliburton so capable of playing multiple positions and roles for this team. And tonight, he's embraced being the scorer.
Wallace misses. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Pass to Halliburton. Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Oh, and Turner with a block. Wallace, left side. To halt the run. Rebounded by Halliburton. Pacers leading by 15. The try by Nembhard. Halliburton outside. And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul. Substitution.
Oklahoma City on D. They have yet to score here in the fourth. Nice shot by Turner.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. That shot off. But Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
Pass to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Turner attacking. And then Turner with the dunk.
Well, the ability of Turner to put the ball on the floor and take it strong to the bucket makes him valuable for his team.
Screen by Holmgren. Here's Dort. Shoots. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Halliburton with the ball. And it's Dort picking him up. Siakam outside. Halliburton on the wing. Back to Siakam. Halliburton right side. Jacks up a 3. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 17.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Pacers.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Tyrese Halliburton.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
The kick out to Walker. Back to Halliburton. McConnell outside. Indiana again missing. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Dort on the wing. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. 32 seconds left in the final quarter. There's a screen by Toppin. Pass to Walker. From downtown. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out. And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Indiana with a rebound. A nice shot by Toppin.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Williams. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight.
Tell me is you still love it? It's 5 a.m. and I'm right now. Tell me can we still 101, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me am I still telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a I know I lied to way before I had you right in some room. Then again I can be baby, I don't wanna sound righteous. I got 20 like Bisons. I just any money I pick. She ain't even really my type, and out here she been losing herself to the night shift. She been losing herself, and I guess, oh girl, yeah, I did it, yeah. And you've been fighting for your shot, and you've been searching for your spot, girl. I fit it, yeah, girl, I fit it, yeah. Oh, you think you got your groove, or you want someone like you? Tell me is you still love it? It's 5 a.m. and I'm right now. Tell me can we still 101, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me am I still telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a I know
2 slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Maxey surveys. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Oubre, the more he plays and gets into a rhythm, you start to see some of that confidence. That's going to help out the team.
George with a steal. Pass to Oubre. Outside Maxey. Back to Oubre. George outside. Embiid inside. Another shot. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He's covered by Oubre. Pass to Lopez. Trent for 3. Rebound by the 76ers.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
For 3, George gets the 3 ball to go.
Really no spot on the floor where George can't hurt you with a versatile scorer.
Well, when you talk about a classic 3-and-D guy, Paul George is one of the first to come to mind, Brent.
I agree, B.A. I think he's been a little bit underappreciated with this guy, both ends of the floor, with the ability to score and defend is elite.
Maxey buries it down low.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxey, but he has no back down in him.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Lillard with the ball. Back to Trent to stop the run. He drops it from range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. And when I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo, Coach was full of admiration, saying it's always going to be difficult when you're playing Giannis. Not only is he one of the best players this league has, but he's also a fierce competitor. Guys, it sounds like he knows what he's up against.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Trailing by 5. Right side, Maxey. Rejected by Lopez.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Now here's Maxey. And he drives in. Oubre on the wing. Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Good work defensively by Lopez.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Substitution on the court.
Philadelphia leading by 5. Pass to Embiid. Lots of room. And he hits the jumper for 2.
Without missing a beat, Embiid gets the shot up. And that's the work of an assertive offensive player.
And here's Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. Connects on the foul line jumper.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Bucks trail by 5. Antetokounmpo surveys. Down low. Portis. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in.
Such a sturdy player. Portis doesn't allow the contact to alter his shot whatsoever.
Outside Oubre. And the 3 off target.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Portis. Antetokounmpo with it. Embiid covers. Clock at 6. A clear look for Antetokounmpo. The second effort. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Here's Portis. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. Launches a 3. Hits a three-pointer. Portis has got 5.
You remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
It's all tied in Philadelphia. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning." That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night.
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. Rejected by Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 4. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Pass to Lopez. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Oh, look at Giannis power in.
Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
And Maxey's got the ball here for the 76ers. George with it. Rejected by Lopez. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to Portis. Inside. Oubre with a steal. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Here's Maxey. And it's blocked.
Yeah, Portis relished that chance just to wipe away the shot.
Here's Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And as the perimeter game took over, it seemed that the dominant big man went away a bit. Instead, the bigs just got more skilled, Brent.
Well, B.A., dominant big men are really hard to come by. So when you do get one, there tends to be a lean. But yes, it's been about the skill of the big over the past few years, along with the game transitioning to the three-point line and picking up the pace. There'll be another big man out there who changes the game back to the low block, B.A.
Up top, George. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. To the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
And Drummond just rising up. He gets on top of the defense.
Smith outside. Pass to Portis. To the middle. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Open shot by Lowry. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Lowry's got his first basket.
His skill set is so valuable on the offensive end. The coach can put him anywhere, and Lowry's going to find a way to impact the play. That time, catch and shoot.
Now here's Portis. He's got 5.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good.
Smith, 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to George. Shoots over Portis. And that one off the back of the rim and in. George has got 5 now.
With his feet set, you expect Paul George to knock that down.
Picked by Smith. Inside. Lowry with a steal. It's George on the wing. He's got 5. Oh, great D that time from Portis. The Bucks leading by 4. Here's Smith. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. The first free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. Smith hits them both. And over the last half-decade, Brent, Bobby Portis has been the best 6-man big you can find.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, B.A. He comes in, he gives you some great scoring in some stretches, plays some solid defense. He's got a lot of fire to his game, so this is the exact kind of guy that your team needs in the second unit. Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes, and he doesn't make a mistake that time.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 76ers trail by 4. Maxey with it. Lays it up and banks it in. Maxey's gotten 4 this quarter.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
For 3, here's Lillard. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back after this.
27.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 5-point game. The rebound by Embiid. So it's Philadelphia now. George, right side. Rebounded by Lopez. Antetokounmpo with it. Picked up by Embiid. Here's Portis for three. Rebound by Philadelphia. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie.
Too much. Defense unable to slow Lopez down.
Out to the right wing. Embiid inside. Pass to George. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Portis. The three from Prince. Buries it from three. And now it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
To the inside. Lopez with the steal. Here we go. Pass to Prince. The three is up. The rebound by Embiid. Now Philadelphia with it. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, Oubre's got some hops.
Milwaukee leading by 6. Antetokounmpo, right side. Down low. Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
So both teams making some changes here. And here is Maxey. He has 6. Here's Embiid. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. To the paint. Here's Lillard. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Well, Grant, there are a few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
To the left side wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kept alive. Pass to Lillard. Shoots over Embiid. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Lillard finding a way, even there amongst the trees.
Outside Oubre. Fires in the triple. Oubre's got 5 points now this quarter.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Smith outside. Antetokounmpo, right side. No good from 18.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Pass to Oubre. Back to Maxey. .116 left in the third. The three. Grimes' shot is off. Milwaukee leading by 5. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. The rebound by Embiid. That's tipped. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. The Bucks making a switch here. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Bucks making a change here. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Minute left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Lillard. Going inside. Lillard for two.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Right side, Walker. And the jam by Walker.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. So we'll see Giannis Antetokounmpo go to the line here. It's going to go on Paul George. Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, B.A., I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more, but this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
To the inside, and the jam by George.
And PG just springing to the rim.
Pass to Porter. With 4 on the clock. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 5.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And we've reached the end of the third. Milwaukee out in front. Up 5.
42.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Maxi's got the ball here for the 76ers. Inside, Grimes. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Lillard left side. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he converts the layup.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And the jam by George.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, and caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And the jam by George.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Porter's shot is off. 76ers trail by 5. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Embiid. To the middle. That shot, no good.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Pass to Antetokounmpo from the stripe. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks?
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them. And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
I'll take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And Lopez gets it to go.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
Now Maxey. Pass to Oubre. For three. And the 76ers another three.
Oubre, big time stepping up, poised in that moment.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And one thing you can say about Embiid, he never shrinks from the moment.
Pass to Lopez. Wow! A rim-rattling jam by Giannis.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And Maxey, here we go. Now here's Embiid to the inside. Portis with the steal. It's Prince on the wing. Antetokounmpo outside. Antetokounmpo takes the contact and scores.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Pass to Embiid. The kick out to Maxey. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
Tyrese Maxey lives for these moments. Loves coming through in the clutch.
Antetokounmpo up top. .102 left in the final quarter. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Left side Oubre. Into the lane. And it's good. A huge shot to tie it up.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Takes a three. Again, Antetokounmpo missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Portis outside. Antetokounmpo outside. No good. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And Philadelphia making a change here. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Down low. To take the lead. It's off. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just... Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Portis outside. Inside. Pass to Lopez. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Embiid. So it's Philadelphia now. George left side. Now Maxey to the paint. Here's Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Yes! Embiid from in close.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Lopez can't hit.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Pass to George. There's the triple. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
It's just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Launches it. What a make! Giannis for 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Outside Maxey. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. In overtime, here a minute and a half gone. Clock at 6. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Embiid. The Sixers leading. Back to Maxey. And there's the screen. Pass to George. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
He's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
And Maxey, here we go. Here's Oubre. He connects!
Oubre Jr., nice job reading the rotations and playing in that two-man game.
Pass to Portis. Lillard up top. From behind the arc. Not going to go that time. There's the steal.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
First team foul.
Oh, George with a steal.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
Really feels like they're in control.
GG's, my boy.
Lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Here's Lillard. No good, off the front rim.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
Maxey, that's good.
GG's, my boy. We're gonna holler at you.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
So this one belongs to the 76ers. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
On his head, put a water on and know the soccer fiend. Me and cash changer hold him in. Don't mislead her. I can get it a lot of time. Had a chance to win do nothing different. Keep around and score me back for business. Watch what you say, you know the streets listen. I threw my own rocks at the pen. I hold it on me, that's the president. Don't the number come with it. Ain't hard to people know you artificial. Can't keep around and score me back for business. Cheese, man. Wanna feature me, man. In my phone like I know, man. Saying Tigo, we gon' pay your fee, man. You know I can do this for free, man. Understood. Got a bag on you, I could do it. Otherwise, music come to you. It's on my dolo, made it happen. No excuses. Spilling knowledge up my noggin, not confused. Living legend, don't confuse it. Got that work and then I moved it. Put that to the music. OG business. Yeah, I got it, buddy. They wanna take it from me, but I'm right around with a Born with 40 out on him. On his head, put a water on me, know the soccer fiend. Me and cash changer hold him in. Take, don't mislead her. I can get it a lot of time. Had a chance to win do nothing different. Keep around and score me back for business. Watch what you say, you know the streets listen. I threw my own rocks at the pen. I hold it on me, that's the president. Don't the number come with it. Ain't hard to people know you artificial. Can't keep around.
Cash help me clear my mess. Break my wrist, trying to whip a belly. I got a recipe, it's confidential. He's dropping on me, trying to clone. Seen him pulling up in alone. Rich, rolling with the
Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. We've got the Boston Celtics and the Chicago Bulls. And Brown with the stuff.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
Pass to Oakley. Here's Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. Oakley's shot is off. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Chicago. Their team's biggest concern tonight, the scoring of Jaylen Brown. Coach commenting, quote, Brown has become an elite scorer in this league.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Now here's Harden. Leonard on the wing. Three-pointer off the mark. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Now, here is James. Shot from the low post is good.
Assertive move by LBJ, just taking what he wants inside.
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the LA Clippers. And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
Feels good about their chances if they can prevent Kawhi Leonard from taking over. We're talking about a first ballot Hall of Famer who can score from all 3 levels and can take your best scorer out of the game. I asked him, so what's the plan? He said, survive.
Thank you for that, Allie. And here are the Clippers now, following the score by the Lakers. Here's Leonard. Drives to the hoop. Back to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Harden again missing. On offense, here are the Clippers. Pass to Zubac. That's tipped. It's stolen by James. And here they come. Doncic's shot is good.
The one guy you can't forget about is Doncic. I mean, when he's running the floor, you gotta stay with him.
Leonard on the wing. Sinks it from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Kicks it to Doncic. Shoots over Harden. And it's Doncic missing. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Back to Harden. Pass to Zubac. Out to Leonard. This one for three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Kawhi typically solid from three. You're not sure you want to leave him open like that.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Lakers trail by 3. It's James on the wing. Pass to Hayes. And here's Reeves outside. The Lakers with the rebound. Back to Hayes. Here's Doncic. Up and in on the layup. Doncic has got his second basket of the game.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
And stolen by Vanderbilt. Pass to Doncic. Off with the layup.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. What you like about James Harden, he can play with any set of teammates, Brent.
Well, we're seeing this transition, BA, right, from Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons.
Outside Harden. Inside. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Love to see Zubac attacking the rim, staying involved offensively.
Pass to Doncic. It's stolen by Bogdanovic. And here's Zubac to the inside. Leonard. James with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James. Here's Harden. He's got 5. Powell right side. Outside Bogdanovic. Sinks that one from the post. Harden's got 7 points.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
Here's James. It's rebounded by Zubac. Here are the Clippers. They're on a 12-4 run. There's Bogdanovic with the 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
When Bogdan is set in the corner, feed him. He loves those shots. Can make him in his sleep.
Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to Reeves. We've got 22 seconds left in the opening quarter. And Harden's got the ball here for the Clippers. 8-point game. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. The first one falls.
Such a versatile guard. James Harden is a triple-double threat every single night.
Harden hits them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Reeves. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from that.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit difference.
The Clippers, 20.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Clippers.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Well, Brent, as you know, finding success in the NBA is largely dependent on the situation.
BA, you're hitting the nail on the head. You can't get frustrated as a player, especially a young one that comes into the league and doesn't have an opportunity right away to play. You've got to work on your skills, stay confident, and at some point when you get your opportunity, whether it's the team you're with or in a trade, you're going to have a chance to show that you belong in the league.
Hey, shot's good.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
And Harden gets the double team. Here's Coffey. The three-pointer off the mark. Lakers trail by 5. It's Reeves with the drive. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Batum. Fires in the triple.
Batum getting the ball and just really relaxing on that, Jay.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success. And anything short of that is a failure.
Pass to Coffey. Now Bogdanovich. Jones from outside. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. James outside. The rebound by Simmons. The Clippers lead by 11. Over to the wing. Pass to Leonard. Now Zubac. He's marked by Finney-Smith. The kick out to Simmons. Outside Jones. Three-pointer. Rebound, the Lakers. On the break. Here's James. Superb transition play from LeBron.
All right, the coaches are going to ask you to stay in front of LeBron James, but seriously, you want to get in front of that?
And the Clippers making a change here. And it's the Clippers ball. Pass to Dunn. Back to Simmons. It's stolen by James. Doncic with it. Nice finish from Luka.
Oh my, tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Now here's Leonard. Jones from outside. Nails it from 3. Jones has got 6.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
James, right side.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot missing. The Clippers lead by 10. And despite his injury history, Kawhi still has the ability to take over games, Brent.
Yeah, does it feel, B.A., that Kawhi sometimes is even more patient and more deliberate in the way he delivers in games? I think he's the type of talent that can slow himself and the game down at his will and still be a lockdown defender.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Leonard can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 12. Oh, LeBron, just too much to handle inside.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
show some love.
So it's the Clippers now. Now here's Simmons. Outside Bogdanovich. Simmons drives in. Outside Bogdanovich. 6 to shoot. Back to Coffey. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Lakers ball.
Doncic right side. From the baseline. Again, the Lakers score.
This is what James does. Scores the ball and does it in so many different ways.
Outside Simmons. Coffey on the wing. Outside Jones. Outside Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Lakers trail by 8. James goes out for the jumper and arcs it in.
Confidence and LeBron James go together. Knows when to float the jumper off. That time, great touch.
Pass to Coffey. Here's Jones. There's the 3. That shot, no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Here's James. Kicks it to Doncic. Doncic on the take. And Doncic with the jam.
How about the dunk off the drive? Doncic, terrific at navigating his way inside.
It's Hayes with the rebound. Lakers trail by 4. Here's James. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Norman Powell. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Now here's Harden. 9 points in the game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The effort level from Zubats is something that the coaching staff and obviously his teammates greatly appreciate. Night in and night out, he's giving you his all.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers. And clearly, he needs no time to warm up.
Pass to Harden. Going inside. And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team.
And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. Oh, denied. Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession. Pass to Powell. 5 on the clock. Outside Harden. Hits the trifecta. Harden's got 12 points.
There's so many things that make Harden a dangerous offensive player, but that three-point shot, that's tops on the list.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. And that sends Luka Doncic to the free throw line. It goes on Chris Dunn. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Well, a master from the mid-range, Harden's so good at finding available space from that distance.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And the Lakers making a change here. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Trailing by 4.
And this team's offensive catalyst, Doncic puts pressure on the defense every possession.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And they get it back. Outside Reeves. Pass to Vanderbilt. Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
You just think of how much of a difference Kawhi Leonard is for this team. When he's healthy, he is an absolute force.
Now here's Harden. He's got 14. Powell's shot is off.
I'm not sure how he finds himself. It's so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
The Clippers lead by 4. Uncovered. Connects. The jumper drops.
Powell wasting no time to let that one rip.
Here's Goodwin. From outside, off the mark. And here are the Clippers now. Pass to Dunn. Down low. Leonard. To the middle. Dunn outside. Now here's Leonard. Outside Harden. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Dunn's shot is good.
Well, Harden in sync with his teammates, and he's looking to create whenever he can.
Doncic. It's rebounded by Zubac. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena at Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Ryan, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams changing it up here. Lakers trail by 12. Has to connect. James left side. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Bogdan Bogdanovic.
Just shake your head at the size of LeBron James, and once he gets into the paint and gets pinballed around, gets that contact and finds free throws.
The Clippers lead by 10. Here's Harden. The Lakers with a rebound. Now the Lakers moving it up. Not to be deterred, LeBron!
Quickly up court with the basketball, delivered a perfect strike.
Outside Bogdanovic. Coffee on the wing. Outside Bogdanovic. Batum left side. Lets it go from deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Well, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Pass to Jones. Outside Harden. Goes up at the elbow. And Reeves pulls it down. Lakers trail by 11. And he's knocked off course by the D. So the foul is called, and he'll shoot free throws. This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from James. There's 18 seconds left in the 3rd. The Clippers lead by 9. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Bogdanovich. And here's Jones. Harden from outside. And the Clippers hit again from deep. James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers, helping them space the floor. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Leonard's shot's good.
That's why such a threat from the mid-range. As soon as he gets to that area, it's all systems go.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. So both teams making some changes here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. They implored their guys to maintain their focus. The message was, don't commit any bad turnovers and no easy buckets. A simple message, Brian.
Allie, thank you. Leonard outside. It's stolen by James. Doncic on the wing. Outside, Finney-Smith. It's James on the wing. Back to Finney-Smith. Clock at 6. Here's Doncic. Oh, Leonard with the block.
Wow, the Claw doing what he does best, using that length on the defensive end.
Oh, gonna take more than that to stop Kawhi.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Out to Powell. Leonard outside. From downtown, it's Hayes with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
So hard to contain LeBron. He's explosive and clever and unpredictable. It's kind of a nightmare for any defense.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Clippers.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
Leonard outside. The 3 is up. Leonard can't get that one to fall.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
The Clippers lead by 12. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. The 3 ball. Look at Leonard, dialed in from deep.
Get the fuck out of that zone, pussy.
Score as well as an offensive anchor for this team.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused.
Niggas afraid to play defense.
Lakers trail by 15. LeBron going downhill. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
Yeah, just making his way through every part of that defense. Drives in, gets contact.
Pass to Leonard. And here's Zubac. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Just too determined. Zubac finishing strong.
Hachimura from long range. The Clippers lead by 15. Now Leonard. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. On the break. Doncic with it. Picked up by Powell. Doncic with the bucket.
Great pass from Rui there. You can see he likes setting up his teammate.
Powell right side. Left side, Harden. Dunn outside. Outside for Harden. Launches it. Vanderbilt pulls it in. On offense, here are the Lakers. And there's James from the arc. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Now Powell. Pass to Leonard. And he was fouled in the act of
fucking
shooting.
bitch.
Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Clippers.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from three. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for James Harden.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
Dunn outside. Zubac screen. Knocked away. It's stolen by Doncic. Pass to James. LeBron James with the flush.
Remember, it was the steal of Luka igniting the break.
Out to Leonard. Beyond the arc. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Up top, Zubac. Out to Leonard. Pass to Dunn. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Lakers. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Finney-Smith's shot is off. And Harden's got the ball here for the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Over Vanderbilt. Out of bounds. It'll be Lakers ball.
Yeah, he loses concentration just for a moment. Might be getting a little complacent sitting on this lead.
Derek Jones Jr. Amir Coffey. Ben Simmons.
And it's rejected.
Clamps, nigga! Clamps!
Clippers winning this one easily. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.